Hi Aries, and welcome to your soulmate reading for the remainder of 2017. So that's going to take us through the months of September, October, November, and December. So how I'm doing these readings, Aries, is I'm actually going to split it up into three parts. The first part is going to be for those Aries who are single and looking, and I'm going to be asking three questions under that topic. The type of person you will attract. I'm going to ask info on where and how you would meet that person if you do in the next 4 months, and regarding timing. Now these readings can actually take us out a little bit further, but my intention is for the next 4 months. If I get any messages that pertain to a little bit further, I will absolutely communicate that with you. Then the next part of the reading I'm going to do is I'm going to be focusing on relationship potential for some of those Aries that actually met a person in the recent past, or just meeting somebody and you're kind of talking to them, or even newer relationships that have not been together for very long. And I'm going to ask them about the first impression you have out of this person, their first impression of you, and relationship pitfalls that you should be looking out for. And then finally, within that, just kind of asking the potential for the relationship. And then finally, I'm going to look into the existing relationship Aries, those people who are together with somebody for a very long time. It could be a very long committed relationship for many years, or at least I would say 3 years plus would be the ones that would be pertaining to this. And I'm going to ask, how do you see them now? And I'm going to ask how they see you now. Any issues or problems that may be arising during this time, and resolutions and how to make that relationship stronger. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to please ground your energy. I actually pulled the first part of this reading out for the singles. I meditated. So if you can just take some deep breaths, ground your energy, and ask your guides to bring forth messages that are helpful to you, and the messages that you actually need to know. So Aries, when I first asked the guides what type of person you will attract, I get the Page of Air. So I do feel that the type of person you attract would be a person who has strong air qualities in their astrological chart. So that would be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. I'm trying to think what's the other air sign. So this person that you would attract is a very logical person, not somebody who's showing way too many emotions on the surface. And this person is very curious, has a lot of energy, kind of does things on the fly, a little bit on the adventurous side, but absolutely honest, and sometimes honest to a fault. What I'm seeing with this person is, Aries, you tend to attract somebody who's significantly younger than you or significantly less mature than you. It doesn't have to be age and number. It could just be in sense of maturity. I feel that this person that you will be attracting, this is again for those single Aries, okay, this is what we're asking the guides who are your soulmates out there. This particular person, I feel, will seem very, very independent and maybe a little bit withdrawn, in a sense that maybe a little dark, so to speak. I feel that, but very powerful. So really, if you look at the Aries energy, that does bring lots of challenge for Aries, but I do feel that Aries does like a challenge. I think if things are too if things are too easy, then Aries will lose interest very fast. So that is the answer to the question, what is the type of person you will attract. Ace of Air is the second card that comes up, and this is information on where and how you meet. So I feel that many of you Aries, when you meet the person that you're supposed to meet is actually in a larger environment with a lot of people around you, is what the energy that I'm getting from this card. And I'm feeling like it's a lot of conversations. It could be in some sort of a conference or some sort of a work event. It could be in a school event where there's a lot of people around, and you may want to talk to this person and you try to reach this person, and I feel like there's a lot of people coming in between you and this person. I think that another interpretation of this Ace of Air would be, it may be, Aries, that you would be finding yourself attracted to somebody who may be in an existing relationship, and so some challenges there would be around getting this relationship started. And many of you, Aries, may actually find yourself in a situation where you become friends first, or co-workers first, or you share exchanges of ideas first, and then you start seeing actual the love and the relationship building up. I do feel a lot of that for you guys when I'm looking at this card. But that being said, I do feel it's really key for the Aries who are single to take things slow and really kind of cultivate that energy of friendship, or cultivate that energy of discussions and really getting to know one another. I also feel that many of you Aries, people that you may meet, there is going to be, again, another challenging aspect to this relationship, whether it's the age gap and that person may think that you're too old, or it could be vice versa, but I'm feeling more it's the Aries being older, and it could be vice versa. I mean, this is a general reading, what I'm feeling is that there's some aspect of the relationship that is always going to be a challenge in your soulmate relationships. I really do feel that generally along the lines of Aries in general. So any of you guys who are single, I feel that this obviously would definitely occur. So, I mean, there's many scenarios that can happen, but the main scenario is either that person or is attached to somebody else, or this is a long distance relationship via internet or communications, and that travel can be challenging. It can be that the age gap is you're feeling a little bit of reservation, or they are feeling reservation because of the age gap. So in any of that, in any of these challenging starts, just know that this person may actually be a potential soulmate for you. So I think the message here for you is, Aries, do not lose patience with a relationship of somebody that strikes your interest, so you have something in common with, or you can talk easily with, or you can have that communication with, and don't just strike them out and say, oh no, but I'm not going to go through all of these issues, because I feel that if you are patient and you continue on, that actuality, that this relationship would be something really that's meant to be and can last the stand of time. When I look at the card Ace of Earth, and this card is to answer the question, what is the timing of you finding this relationship? So what I'm feeling in the next 4 months, the highest potential for you single Aries to find relationships would be during the holidays, is what I'm getting, the energy I'm getting from this card. In particular, I feel Christmas time. I feel around that time, I feel that is a very high potential for you to meet somebody. And I also feel it could have something to do with maybe a Christmas party, a work Christmas party, or something where you are during the holidays or around this time in December. If any of you Aries are going out and signing contracts or working or making deals on anything, it could even be purchasing an apartment, a condo, a car, or something like this. Something to do around a business aspect or an exchange of monetary rewards or gifts. That's why I'm thinking Christmas. I feel that this is the actual timing where there's a high potential for you single Aries to meet a soulmate. Okay, So moving on to the next question, and this is for those Aries that are in a relationship, but that's a fairly new relationship. I'm going to say less than 3 years or between 1 and 2 years, or even as recent as a couple of weeks, or this even, but you are in a relationship. This isn't for anybody who is like already met somebody that they like, but they're not in a relationship. That would be more for those singles and looking. This would be for somebody, those Aries that are actually in a relationship that both parties recognize that, yes, we are exclusively dating. Okay. Or we are a couple, or even those very recent married couples. Or engaged, I should say. Sorry. Married couples would be more of the existing. Okay. So the first card I get, which answers the question, what was your first impression of this person that you've just met? And I get Magician. So I feel, Aries, that you really were attracted, this person that you met made you feel that they had some magic about them, that they are magical, almost as if they wizardly, so to speak. Not that they look like a wizard, but the fact of the point that I'm trying to make is that when you met them, it was mystical. There was a mystical aura about them, or they just seemed so confident in what they were doing and who they are, or that they really excel in what it is that they do for a living or a hobby or something, or a specific talent. And so they really, really were appealed to you because of their skill set. It almost feels like you saw them in a way where they would actually manifest things and are multitasks and like a jack of all trades and a master of them all as well, is what you feel of this person. Now, their first impression of you, Aries, is I feel that they saw you in a light of needing some rest and relaxation. Also, because what you get is the Four of Swords. But they seem to have seen you kind of like down and out. Maybe it wasn't a great time, really tired, really busy, kind of feeling exhausted. So that was their first impression of you. And what I feel that they felt also was that you were in need of some help. And they were willing to help you, is what I'm getting from this. And then the next thing I get for relationship pitfalls is the Star. So I think that that's a real interesting card to get for relationship pitfalls. So I would say that typically those Aries, if you just met someone with this Star card, that is just a confirmation that that person is exactly your soulmate and that there really is no pitfalls at this time. Another way you can look at it would be that maybe there is somebody around you, or some people around you, friends around you, that may be jealous of the relationship. And the reason why I say that is, or it could be somebody who's in Aquarius. Aquarius is the friend of the zodiac, or the friendship sign of the zodiac, so to speak. So it could be people around you are, from what I'm hearing from this card, people around you are jealous of the union, or there may be one person in particular who may not be completely happy about the union. But the point is, here with this Star card, I feel, Aries, if you recently met somebody, that your relationship is actually blessed, and I see that this relationship can develop a long time if everything goes right and you take your time and you heed the messages that the guides give you. Okay, so I do feel that those who just met somebody, again with this Star card, is actually confirming that no matter what, whatever challenges are around, it is a confirmation that this relationship is actually blessed. Okay, Aries, so we are moving on to an existing relationship, and I just lost a card. And this must be for those Aries that are in existing relationships. I'm going to actually pull that to the side and pull the four cards for this reading. So again, these are for Aries that are in a coupled relationship. It's committed, both parties are committed, and this has been existing for a while, and I would say about 3 years or more. Okay, so the first card I get to answer the question, how do you see them now? I get the 10 of Earth. So Aries, if you are those Aries who are in an existing relationship, I really see that you are really happy with this person. I feel that this person has brought you so much joy, and you're recognizing many blessings that you have around this person who is close to you. I also feel many of you may be paired up with an Earth sign as well, who's an Earth and an air mix. I see both. It could be one or the other, but it could be a mix. I feel that there are children in many of your relationships, and that's not surprising because it's a committed relationship and that happens often. And if not, I feel lots of thoughts of children. But I do feel, Aries, what you feel about them now is really, really a nice, comfortable state and very happy. How they see you is what I get is the 7 of Air. And I see that they may feel, Aries, a little bit concerned, or that maybe some of you Aries are paired up with somebody who may not 100% trust you, or may have some issue that they need to communicate to you, is what I'm saying. I don't feel this is anything in terms of cheating or anything like this at this point, not for these 4 months. I don't see anything like that, but I do feel it could have been, because I do have the 3 of Earth for the next card, under issues and problems. It could have been that this had happened, or it could be, it could be, but I'm not feeling that too strongly. What I'm most likely feeling is that they are holding something. They may be holding some concerns, and they may be holding some worry, and they may have some plans, or they want to have ideas about plans in the relationship, but it's in its infant stages, and there's more work to be done and some revision. Also, what I get with this card, every time I see this 7 of Air card, I get this image of a merry-go-round, because you do have the unicorns kind of looking like they're going around in the merry-go-round. So I do feel that some of you Aries are paired up with somebody who feels kind of like they're on a merry-go-round and really kind of needs a moment, and needs some time to really kind of reevaluate and take things slow, is what I'm feeling. So what I get for the issues and problems is the 3 of Earth. So again, I do think that some of you, a small portion of you, may actually be dealing with a 3-person issue, or it could have been something that happened in the past, or there could be somebody else there, because you have the 3 of Wands. But more importantly, I do feel that maybe some of you Aries are paired up with somebody who's just really busy at work, or really going through some challenges personally in terms of their career, or in terms of their schoolwork, or in terms of their hobbies, or whatever it is that they do for a living, or they can be issues in their family that's kind of keeping them up and kind of thinking at night, and they need to replan, things like that. It also could be aspects of financial as well, with this 3 of Earth. But I do feel for you to continue to support this person, you would need to act as a team player, Aries. Kind of be there for them is what I'm feeling with this card. And I do feel that they are in need, Aries, of a recognition of some hard work that they've done in this relationship. So the final card that I get for resolutions and how to make things stronger is I get the World. So honestly, I do feel, again, many of you Aries who are in a coupled existing relationship, this relationship is indeed the soulmate relationship for you and is divinely guided. And so with this World card, I feel when you get through this, just be there for your partner, be the team player, really kind of hone in on this energy of how you're seeing them, the 10 of Earth. Offer them some time, give them a gift certificate to the spa or to the golf course, whatever it is that they like to do. Really kind of be a team player there and recognize them for all the hard work. And I feel like your relationship will absolutely be blessed. What this card actually says is the job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, and the path towards enlightenment. So I do feel those existing relationships that Aries are in is really divinely guided and divinely ordained to be a blessing and a soulmate relationship for them. Then this is the card that actually popped out when I first started to shuffle for you coupled Aries, and I feel this is an answer to this 7 of Air. So I do feel, again, many of your partners, Aries, are starting something new in terms of work or career, and that can be something really, really busy. Or it could be, I do feel that for a small number of you, there may be some temptation around that person, and it may be somebody of an earth sign, but it's a Knight, so it's a very young energy, and it's slow because it's the Knight of Pentacles. It's slow moving. So you really want to reconnect with your partner if this is the case, if you sense that this is the case, because I don't see anything actually happening here, but I do feel some of your partner's Aries are feeling a little neglected or have felt a little neglected in the past, and I do feel, again, I think you should be more of a team player is what I'm hearing, or bring forth some experiences where you guys can spend some time together, a date night or whatever, or rejoin a club or something together, or do a hobby together, and offer support for your significant other. But for the majority of you guys, it's not really that whole three-party thing. What I really feel, or temptation, what I really feel is that your partner may be starting a new job, learning a new craft, and is really busy and has to honor their commitments and may not have a whole bunch of time. And so they need to revise and plan so that so that they're not overwhelmed. And you can help them with that. And so just reiterating that you did get the World, so that is a confirmation that I do not see a breakup for any of these Aries that are in an existing relationship in the next 4 months. I think the next 4 months will be great for you guys. So I do hope you really enjoyed these readings for you. It's a little snapshot for each of you in terms of love and different scenarios. I am available via email for additional readings, personal readings, and I will, just email me. I'll send you my menu and a price list, just kind of give me an idea of what kind of reading you're looking for. I really do appreciate reading for you guys. Thank you so much for all the subscribers this far. I'm really honored and of receiving all this energy and positive feedback. This is my pleasure in doing these readings for you, honestly. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you resonate with my energy. Send me comments if you like. I really enjoy the exchange. Many blessings and peace for you guys for the remainder of 2017. Bye.